Good morning friends, this is Amit Tiwari, your English teacher. Today I am going to start a new chapter and the name of the chapter is The Wind. Actually, wind is a natural phenomena and with the help of this chapter, poet is trying to describe the destructive power of wind, and he also tries to link the destructive power of wind with the different difficulties and hurdles which come across human life. See, he is saying that we should make ourselves stronger so that we would be able to easily cope up all those difficulties which come across us. With this poem, he is trying to give an important lesson that the weaker person breaks down easily or settles easily in front of wind, but the person who is stronger stands more stronger. However, poet is suggesting that we should have friendship with wind. We can have friendship with wind by our firm determination and our strength. So let us start reading the poem line by line. Students, let us start. Wind, come softly. Don't break the shutter of the windows. Don't scatter the papers. Don't throw down the book on shelf. There, look what you did. You threw them all down. So, with the first line, poet is trying to talk with wind, and he is asking wind to come slowly. पोएट जो है वो विंड से कहता है कि तुम धीरे धीरे आओ. And he is also saying that your destructive power has destroyed each and everything. See, you have destroyed the shutter of the window. You have destroyed the pages. You have torn the pages of the books. You have thrown down the books which are kept on shelves. And see, you have destroyed everything. So, with these four lines, poet is trying to describe the destructive nature of wind. In the first line, poet is depicting the wind as a child. As like child, wind is very slow. Wind is blowing very slowly. But in the later stage, poet is describing the wind as a youth. And you know, youth is full of energy. He do whatever he wants to do. Sometimes a youth destroys everything. Means a youth is somehow very destructive by nature. Now, there look what you did. You threw them all down. You tore the pages of the books. You brought rain again. And you are so powerful that you brought rain with you. You are clever at poking fun at weaklings, frail crumbling houses, crumbling doors, crumbling rafters, crumbling wood, crumbling bodies, crumbling lives, crumbling hearts. The wind god winnows and crushes them all. Students, do you know what is the meaning of winnowing? Winnowing is a process by which we separate grains from husk. And as like winnowing, the wind god, poet is referring wind as God here. So with the process of winnowing, what wind is doing? Wind is separating each and every weaker things which exist from the stronger things. Poet is separating weaker and stronger things. Wind is destroying each and every weaker objects like crumbling houses, crumbling doors, crumbling rafters, and crumbling wood, crumbling bodies, and so on. He won't do what you tell him. So come, let's build strong homes. Let's join the doors firmly. Practice to frame the body. Make the heart steady fast. Do this, and the wind will be friend with us. The wind blows out week's fire. He makes strong fire roar and flourish. His friendship is good. We praise him every day. Now this in this part of poem, poet is saying that wind do not listen us, and with this poet is trying to say that the hurdles, the difficulties which come across human life, don't listen them. See, problems are meant to come in our life, and they will definitely come. It's our responsibility to overcome or to cope up those difficulties and hurdles. So for this, poet is suggesting some practices which we should follow in our life in order to cope up all those difficulties and problems. What poet is suggesting? Poet is telling us to build our homes stronger, and is also saying that we should join our doors firmly. He should suggesting us to practice to make our body firm, and he is also saying that we should practice enough to make our heart stable. And he is also saying that we should have friendship with wind, so that whenever in near future these difficulties again come in our life, we would be able to cope up with that. Means we should make ourselves strong enough so that whenever these kind of difficulties or hurdles come across our life, we should be able to fight with that. So that's why the poet is asking us to have friendship with wind. And not only we should have friendship with wind, we should also praise wind, so that whenever in near future it comes again, it won't be much harsher. So students, this is the explanation of this poem, and now we will see the different literary devices which are used in this poem. See, the first literary device which is used in this poem is personification. Personification, in personification, a thing, an idea or an animal is given human-like characteristics or human-like attributes. So here poet calls wind by he. Poet is using he for wind, and this way poet is personifying the wind. The second poetic device which is used in this poem is anaphora. Anaphora is the repetition of words or phrase at the beginning of successive clauses. Anaphora is the repetition of words or phrases at the beginning of different words, at the beginning of different clauses. Here in this poem, poet has used don't 3 times in 3 successive lines, and this is the example of anaphora. Again, poet has used you 3 times, and this is also an example of anaphora. And the next poetic device which poet has used is symbolism. Poet has used symbolism as a poetic device, and by this poet is describing wind as anything which is having destructive power. Means poet is describing or symbolizing wind as something which is having a destructive power. And the next literary device which poet has used is alliteration. Alliteration is the repetition of consonant sounds in close connections. Alliteration is the use of consonant sounds in close connections. Like there are 2 words, wind and windows, and these 2 words are in close connection. So students, this is all about this poem, and today I am leaving you with this, and I am giving you an assignment to complete the summary of this poem, and you also have to write the different poetic devices which the poet has used in this poem. Thank you.